this right here, everybody needs to have some of this inside of their refrigerator. If you have not tried this juice, I was just pouring my daughter a cup of this and just happened to still a couple sips of it. Man, if you don't have it, get it. What's up, YouTube? This is Mykel, the entrepreneur, coming back at you with some more entrepreneurial content. So we're going to be getting into the 10 steps that you need to take to start your business. Let's go.
I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. Hey, 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 hey.
So, step number 1, you need to think of your business idea. Simple as that. I talked about that in another video, and that was the 3 questions that every business owner should ask themselves before they start a business. I'll put the link up here, but this is probably the most important step. Just think about what you want to do, and it is long term. There are some businesses out there where it's a quick turnover, but ideally you're investing money, you're investing time, you're taking time away from your loved ones. So you want to make sure whatever business idea that you have is something that is going to not only grow with you as a professional, but grow with your family, grow with your ideas, be able to be adaptable with all of the goals that you're going to be doing as a person. So think about that business idea. It's extremely important. Step number 2, you need to do market research. And there's 2 types of market research. And on this side, that is going to be your primary research. And that's anything that you do, any data that you collect firsthand. So that can be you driving around in a certain area, seeing how many of a certain particular business that's out there. It can be you going on social media, kind of doing the same thing, seeing how many businesses, how many people doing your own surveys, that kind of stuff. And then over here, you have your secondary type of research, and that's going to be any data or information that you collect from a second hand. So it's not something or information that you went on and collected. It's just either a website or some type of resource that's out there where you collect data for a particular industry based off of a survey or something that someone else did that you didn't do. But it's very important to make sure you do your market research so you can get a feel of that industry and know what's out there. So step number 3, now you need to choose your business name. So now that you've done some market research, you've actually seen that there is some profit in this business or in this industry. Now think of your name. You can name it after your cat, you can name it after your grandma, you can name it after your family. But whatever the business name, my advice, you want to make sure that it represents whatever business that you're getting into. You don't want it to be something that's totally left field unless that's your marketing plan. But you typically want, when people hear your name, you want them to know and associate you with a particular service or product. Step number 4, you want to think of a business structure. And the reason why I put this as number 4 is because it's very important for you to think about where you want your business to go. I talked about this in my video of the 3 questions that every business owner or entrepreneur should answer before they start a business, and it was really just talking about, where do you see yourself? Are you the hobbyist? Then you should go for more of a simpler structure. If you're seeing yourself as being more of the dreamer, that means you see yourself owning a larger portfolio. Maybe you going through and having starting out with an LLC because you're going to be running different businesses under that one umbrella. It's all about how you want to do it, or if you just want to be able to select how you're being taxed, the taxation that comes upon you and your income. All of this stuff really matters when you are choosing the structure of your business. So make sure that you do your research. I will be doing a video on sole proprietorship versus LLC, so you can kind of get some information on which one you should choose. So please make sure you select correctly and you know what structure not only that you want to have now, but you also want to have in the future. Step number 5, you want to actually go in and create your business plan. And I will be doing 2 different videos on this topic. One's going to be on just one-page business plan, which it has its place, and then you also have your deluxe or your full 30-page business plan, which has its purposes as well. So I'm going to be doing a video on those 2. You can go into my playlist and you can check that out. I also will be linking them somewhere up here, so please make sure you do that. So when you are doing your business plan, you just want to make sure that you're thorough, go through everything, and it really gives you some insight on how you're going to be running the business financially, operationally. It's really going to help you be able to put your idea and put your plan together on how you're going to execute and systematically come up with a good business idea. So it's really important. Don't skip this step. Honestly, when I'm writing my business plans, or when I wrote the 2 business plans for both of my businesses, I was doing them late at night. As my wife and my kids were asleep, I'm like in the bed, typing away on my phone and my notes, and then I would go in and, email them to myself and then drop them into, the different section of the business plan. And that's the big thing about a business plan. You could do it in portions, you could do it in sections, but I definitely recommend that you do get this done before you really put any money into the business. Please do your business plan. Step number 6, fund your business. So after you've done your business plan, there's going to be like the capitalization and or the startup costs of the business, and now that you know what type of structure you're going to be, like, you can marry all that together and you can really figure out what you want and how you want your business to be, and you'll know financially how much money that you're going to need to actually start your business. And the biggest thing when it comes to funding your business, some people say, I gotta go all balls out, I have to have 100K in order to get started today. No, you may not need to have 100K to make your first dollar as a business owner or to start this business. I like to, when I start my businesses, I like to do like 3 tiers of funding or 3 tiers of startup. One would be if ideal scenario, or if I'm able to really collect and fundraise the ultimate amount of money for my business. Then I have a middle one that's actually a little bit modest. I'm not going to get the best of the best, or the big machines, and pay for so much in advertising. That's going to be a very modest startup cost. And then I have, my, hey, I need to get started today. I have that one as well. And then you can really figure out, once you start campaigning and really collecting money and start fundraising for your business, you'll see. And it's very important to have that business plan, because you're not going to be able to do any fundraising if you do not have a business plan. Even if you're going to a family member, a grandparent, they're going to take you more serious if you go to them with a business plan and you actually execute it and you say, this is what I'm planning on doing, especially when you're coming across angel investors, which are like your big banks, which it's hard to get money from them. But let's say you do want to go that route, it's really hard for you to get money from those types of places or entities, because they're really looking at a 3-year plan, and they want to start making a return on their dollar sooner than 3 years, depending on how much money they're giving you. So it's really important, but we are going to be talking about that. I will link that up here so you guys can see that as well. Next is going to be register your business. So very similar into another video that I did talk about, which is going to be up here. You want to make sure that you go in and you register your business. Depending on the structure, 3 steps ago, we talked about you selecting a structure. So now that you've selected your structure, you know who you need to talk to. So if you're doing a sole proprietorship, most of that's done locally. And then if you are wanting to go and actually form a business, which you get different perks with an LLC or a corporation, you're going to have to start dealing with the SOS, which is the Secretary of State. So you're going to have to fill out and do certain obligations. But making sure you know what you need to do is very important. There are different people out there, different resources to actually assist you through that, to make sure that you are doing all the proper things and getting all those proper avenues taken care of in registering your business. Step number 8 is, now with that information of you registering your business, now you want to make sure that you go in and you do all of the licenses and permits for that business. It depends on what type of business you are. Some businesses can start without any type of permit. Most businesses have to have a license, but like permits, specialty permits or specialized permits, things of that nature, depending on the certain industry that you're going into, you may not need it, but some industries might need it before you even sell one thing to someone. So you need to make sure that you have all that. So make sure you go down and you handle all those permits and licenses. Next thing you want to do, and this is probably the most exciting time for me, is when you actually are able to go in and you're are able to apply for your EIN or your federal tax ID number or your state tax ID number. This is really solidifying that you are separating yourself and you are creating a business. And it's just amazing once you get that number issued to you. There's a lot of different things that you can do for your business. You can build credit through your business. Your tax will kind of look a little different depending on what type of structure you elect to have or you decide to form. So make sure you can go on, and this is going to be a state level type of situation. So you want to make sure you go onto the state website, you apply for it. Most states have it to where it's online. You don't have to go in to any office, especially with COVID-19. There's a lot of things that are able, or a lot of services that, you know, a couple months ago that we would have to go and, you know, stand in a snail line or mail. We don't really have to do that anymore. A lot of businesses, including our government, are starting to move towards like online, which the EIN process has been online for years. But you can do it online. It's immediate. If there's no hiccups or anything wrong with anything, you literally get it right then and there. You get a certificate, you print that out. That is your thing. And then step number 10, the next thing that you are going to do is open up your bank account. And this is very similar to, you know, the excitement that you get when you get your EIN number, because you are not able to start a or open up a business bank account without having an EIN number. So now that you're able to do that, you can go down to the bank and you can say, hey, I would like to open up a business account. Here's my business name. Here's my EIN. And, you know, you can get it going right then and there. And, you know, depending on the bank, you can either get a debit card right then and there, or it gets mailed to you in 5 to 7 business days, and then you're legit. You're in the game. So if you like the content of this video, or you want to hear more about some of these steps in detail, please subscribe to my channel. Go to my playlist. You can scroll down and you can see all the different things that we are doing, or the topics that I talk about, so you can have a well-rounded idea of what to do in your business. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for staying all the way to the end. I hope this helped you. If it did, once again, subscribe, smash that like button if you like, leave comments down below on things that you want to hear about next. But we out, man.